Okay, so Warmogs got changed. I know a lot of people have been asking, oh my god, do you think Warmogs gonna be good? So a lot of people have been saying Moonstone and Warmogs because Moonstone got changed, so I'm just going to buy Moonstone and I'm gonna buy Warmogs. I'm just gonna, like, just from reading it, I already know this is like useless. Because I played Warmogs Soraka tons of times in the past. And the problem with it is not actually the regeneration. Regeneration on Soraka is actually really useless. The problem with it is that it's like so expensive and you still die. Like, that's the problem. So having Warmogs be like now 1100 and then you start healing, it doesn't do shit. It actually won't. So I'm just gonna play it and see. Now this is normal game, so I don't really know how well the enemy team will punish me. Like, I am obviously like a high rank player, so I'm going to be able to position properly and all that. And I don't know if the enemy team will be able to punish me or like dive me or anything. So even if I were to win this game and even if I have like a really good score, I don't want people to be misled and think, oh my god, like, oh my, like Luminum has been living and surviving, like therefore Warmog is really good. Like, this is stuff you have to really try like multiple times unless you are like really experienced and you can like tell from the get-go. So I mean, if it does surprise me, then sure, I'll let you guys know if I think Warmog's Moonstone is good, but just from reading it, I don't think it will be. Just from the past, like the regeneration means nothing. If you want regeneration, just land your Qs. Like, honestly, literally land your Qs. Your Q is good enough to heal. Because not only when you land your Q that you get health, you also reduce the amount of health required to press W on someone. So if I land a Q on someone, you know, I get 55, but I also, you know, I don't have to spend 100% on my HP. I only spend 20% of what it's required, or like 80%, 85%, 95, 100. Like, it gets reduced. So if you know how to land your Qs, like, your W is not a problem because you don't take as much damage. And if you don't take as much damage, then there's really nothing for you to regenerate. Please build a max W max Q. I'm not too sure. I guess it would be a max W, because if you want to, like, the point of having Moonstone, the point of having Warmogs, I know the girls want to regenerate, and you only really need to regenerate if you take a lot of HP, but you only really take a lot of HP if you spam W, so I wouldn't play this in rank, like in my own rank game when I'm versing like Masters, Grandmaster, Challenger players, but I'm just gonna test it out on max W build, and I will be very upfront in saying that is very risky. Very, very risky. But I always encourage everyone to try things out for themselves a few times and do their own games, their own research, their own experiences, rather than just like basing everything on just like one video from me. Yes, the items are very, very expensive as well. We should win this. I'll just vote this push. Yeah, they're really bad. I don't know what the Kai'Sa was doing. Oh. I mean, my Warmogs is expensive, bitch, so I'll take the gold. I need the gold for my Warmogs. She's expensive. She has expensive taste, you know, buying Gucci and all that stuff. She walked back into I know. So I'm just gonna max W. Very risky. You would only ever really do max W and all that if you're really confident in your positioning and all that. And by the way, I'm not sure if I said it in my other Soraka video, but
it's what she deserves.
I've never said it before, but I don't know if some people have missed it. Oh, hold on. Oh really? Oh wow, that's good Alistar, but we're fine, he doesn't beat us. Yeah. So So, I don't always build... I don't always build Shorelias. Dive me, bitch. Huh? Whatever. My god. If I flashed earlier, I would have lived. Let me buy... I'll just rush Moonstone. Moonstone is a really, really good rush. So I was gonna say, I don't always go Shorelias and my movement speed build. When I'm versing poking stuff, like if the enemy team had like a Nidalee, Xerath, and lots of poking stuff, I don't know, whatever the random team comp they have, people that don't dive me, I don't need movement speed, so I'll go Moonstone and like a more standard Enchantress build with Aerie and all that. And the reason for that is literally because if they're poking me, they're not diving me, and if they're not diving me, I won't die. And if I don't die, then there's no point in going movement speed. Movement speed is only there for yourself to survive. But if you know you can survive and you're confident in surviving, then what's the movement speed for? Oh, the execution. Oh wow, he's really come and call me. Okay. The problem with maxing W is exactly that. Because you have a cooldown on... You get lowered cooldown if you max Q, and you also heal yourself more. So, this is already... The problem with maxing W helps you with your team, but that has never been Soraka's problem. Soraka's problem has never been to help her team. Soraka's problem has always been to help herself. How do you help yourself when they're diving you? Like, exactly that reason. So that's why movement speed is a thing. That's why we take heal. That's why we take Nimbus Cloak. That's why we take Shorelia, so we can run away from bitches. Yes, and Soraka is always going to be a target that people love to focus if they have diving people like Sednor. From the fires of opposition, I forge my own. If you're curious about like more stuff about like why do I pick this, that, or why do I pick this and that, type in explanation in chat, or if you're watching on YouTube, I had a video on like best runes, best champions, best items in every situation. Have a watch of that video. It's very long, it's like 49 minutes, but it really does break down a lot of things. Like how to... Oh, how dare you. Really breaks down like why I take things, when to take things. And it will also help with like your own theory crafting, because I know sometimes you girls love to like make your own builds and you always ask me like, what about these boots, what about this item, yada yada yada. Like if you watch that video, you might have a different perspective and be able to theory craft better. I don't really need to go back. Also, maxing Q helps you within lane. I don't know if Nautilus is coming. So you're saying we should think for ourselves, exactly that. Though I know some bitches are very lazy. I got a comment on one of my videos being like, oh, Luminum, I love you babes, but when it's really not that deep, you know, when someone is asking you what's better or this or that, they just want an easy answer. Like, please spare us all this time and effort, just give us the answer, bitch. And that annoys me because to be the the most nicest way for me to say it, there's a level of delusion that comes with that, which is when people ask me what is better, this or that, it doesn't start and it doesn't end there. So for example, when someone asks me, oh, which is better, Aerie or Comet, Jana? I could answer being like, Aerie is for scaling, Comet is for early game. But do you really think someone is gonna, when they ask me that question, that it's gonna start and end there? They're gonna be like, oh, well then which matchups are early game and which matchups are late game? How do I tell? And then I could go, what am I supposed to be doing? Like, oh, okay, Leona is, you know, kind of early game. She does kind of scale. Okay, Thresh does kind of fall off, so he's more early game. Okay, Alistair kind of scales quite well. He's kind of weak early game. Oh, okay, Lily kind of scales well. Oh, Karma kind of scales off badly. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, list everything down? Like, you know, like, the questions don't start and end like just from one thing. Like, it definitely does lead on. And the person saying like, oh, I love you, babes, but like, when someone asks you this question, it's like, it's not that deep. Like, yeah, it's not that deep if you've never really thought about the game that deeply, really. Like, of course it's not gonna be deep to you because you never really thought about the game that deeply or cared to, right? Like, that's not a drag, but like, it's a reality. So, yes, I do want the girls to... I do want the girls to think for themselves. Does this Ezreal like not ever fight? Okay, the problem with also Max W Soraka is you're kind of reliant on your AD carry. Like this Ezreal, I don't care if he's out of mana. This Ezreal literally could just stood still, right clicked. He could have just stood still. He didn't even have to move. He literally could just right click them, but he kept on running away. So there is a level of reliance when you go Max W Soraka.
Passed away. Oh. All right.
Like if you went max Q, you can definitely do shit yourself.
It's what she deserves.
Oh my.
Lol. I had to stay away from the Nautilus because I was thinking he could ult me and I'll die, so I had to really stand away. I did heal the Ezreal for a lot, but I don't think that Max W was more useful. Like if I max Q, I can heal just as well. Or similar enough. Because if I max Q, so if I had 4 points in Q, my Q would have healed 95. So a 45 extra. Having W gives you cooldown reduction and like an extra 100 healing, but it like really fucks you up and you have to stand all the way in the back and you can't really do anything. Also, yes, I will be on cooldown reduction boots just because, again, if I'm going Warmogs, I know bitches want to see me regenerate a lot, and so I'll just hurt myself more with a max W build. I'm kind of hoping the enemy team does not surrender, but I feel like they will surrender, so I might have to play another game of this to test it out. Thank you. Hormones doesn't change your voice. Hormones doesn't change your voice at all. The reason why I'm like sounding more feminine, even though I sound a bit more masculine in my videos when I listen, is because I'm trying to speak through my nose, like more through the nasal cavity.
All right. Oh my.
Oh, did they surrender? Please no. Soraka, Lulu, come for part 4. Whoever you enjoy the most. I need to make a TikTok on that. Like, literally just play what you enjoy. You're not stuck at a rank because of whatever character you're playing. As soon as you're thinking that a character is what's keeping you at a certain rank or not making you climb, you've already tried to find something to blame. Or is the word scapegoat? Get in there, Ezreal. Okay. Win. Oh, we don't win. Never mind. The Ignitery. I like how the Shake is picking on the way, but like... he's so far away. Oh. I knew he was gonna jump on me, but I also know that if he jumps on me, they'll die, which I'm totally fine to make that trade. Totally fine. Been thriving with Seraphine support even though he stays trash? Yeah, like totally. I think Kiese thinks Seraphine is good in support. I don't really agree, but like honestly, literally play what you enjoy. Like who the fuck cares what's in meta? Like you're not stuck at a rank because like what? The lack of champion you're playing. That's not to say that some characters are better and that's not to say that there is no such thing as a better character. Like Lily is the better support, better enchantress out of all of them. That's why she gets banned all the time. But there's no point in playing Lily if you find her boring. There's no point in asking me what's the most meta character at the moment? Like what's the best champion to carry? And then I say Thresh, and then you girls be like, oh, I actually don't really want to play hooking supports. I don't really want to play Thresh because like too hard. Like I don't really like hooking. I just want to stand back and, you know, be an enchantress. Like there's no point. There's literally no point in asking me like, what's the best if you're not wanting to play that. Like at the end of the day, we play League of Legends because we find it fun, or we play certain characters because we find it fun, right? So, like, honestly, just play what you enjoy. Now, if you're someone that's like, well, I enjoy the game only when I win, it doesn't really matter what character I play, I only like playing what you know, when I win, that's when I find enjoyment, then you literally just have to look at op.gg, look at the win rate, and just pick the character that's like highest win rate with like that's somewhere in meta. I know win rates don't tell everything. Like Akali is very like good in pro play and good in higher ranks, but like horrible in bronze. You know, because Akali's harder to play, so bronze players can't utilize Akali that well. But that's like one-off examples. For the most part, like 99% of the time, op.gg or like the leaderboards, the win rates and all that, they will paint a good picture of what's in meta. Like currently, the highest win rates are Senna, Lulu, Thresh, and Leona. Like they are very, very accurate. They are very, very accurate. Well, the Moonstone helped him. I guess the problem with the Warmogs, I didn't even think of this, is that I don't have any mana. Warmogs gives you health regen, but what's the point of having health regen if you don't even have mana to press W? That is a big problem already, I'm seeing as well. I think I did have this problem, like when I... Oh, hey. This is the problem I did have as well, like with my Warmogs runs, like back then before this change. He would be dead if I max Q'd. Yeah, Warmogs doesn't give mana regen, so you would have to find something else to give you mana regen. And Warmogs is already so Warmogs is already so expensive. Like, at what point will you actually be able to start getting mana regen? Like, great, I buy Warmogs and then it's like 20 minutes in the game or whatever. Or 25 minutes in the game. Like, and I'm actually kind of like, I've gotten a lot of kills. This is a very snowbally lane. Like, imagine if this game was very passive and there weren't a lot of fights and I didn't get a lot of money or gold. Like, I would be barely able to afford anything. So this is why I'm always saying, literally try things out. Try the things out. You think Warmogs is good? You saw the Warmogs change? Give it a few tries and see how it goes. Instead of just basing everything like in theory and on paper, because it might seem good, like, oh, I have all this regeneration, like, I can just heal my team and not die, but like, if you don't have mana, like, things are always changing. What seems to be good on paper, it doesn't always like translate into a game. Okay. Let's stay close to my Warmogs. How do you feel about Ione based on Yumi? I just hit in the game. It's not efficient. If you want cooldown reduction, just buy any other item. Why would you want to spend $9.50 and waste a slot when you can buy like main component items like redemption or whatever? Unless you want like water by yourself. But I'm not really that much of a Yumi player, so I would say you should try it out yourself still. Like, that's my opinions on it, but you still should try it out yourself. And test it out to see if it's like something you feel like is good, because things always surprise people. So you should try it out yourself. Can we kill them? I love this like standing back doing nothing. I just want my team to fight. Come on. Whatever, I'm leaving y'all. Yes, that is the copy paste comment that I had. Let me help you. Oh, lol, he really wanted to run away from me. I should've just let him die. I guess my max W did save the Shaco. I think this game is over. I didn't even get to afford the Warmogs, like, this is so expensive. It really is so expensive. I didn't even get a chance. You're so lucky, Silas. Huh? Girls are getting so angry over normal games. They're so normal. I really hope this game goes out for a little longer, so I can actually test out this Warmogs properly. Okay. So we got our regeneration at 23 minutes and 40 seconds. And I got a lot of kills, like 3 kills, 12 assists. Like, I have a lot of money, and I only just got it at 23 minutes. I can only imagine how it would be like if it was a more passive game where I didn't get as much money. Like, it would be stored out even more. And the thing about Warmogs is that it's only useful once you build Warmog. It's not like Death Cap. Death Cap is really, really good once you get it, but like, you can still get value from the needless large rods, right? Or like other items like Frozen Heart. You still get a lot of value from Warden's Mail. You still get a lot of value from Glacial Barrier. What's it called? Buckler. But Warmogs, like, it's only the cooldown reduction. That's the only useful thing. The health itself is actually not that useful in Soraka. I can't help him. I mean, I can ult for him, but I'm not gonna ult for him. Am I regenerating? What's going on? What's this? If you at least restore per second if the damage is taken. Wait, what? Am I regenerating? Oh, you need bonus! Oh, girls, bonus. That's why I need 25. I need to level up. I need to level up. Ew, I didn't read it properly. It's a bonus. Girl, this is even more this is even worse. This is literally even worse than I thought. Wait, no, leveling that up doesn't even work. Oh girl, no, no, this is horrible. Unless you want to get overgrowth, so instead of revitalize, you can get overgrowth instead, or in the runes, you can get health.
Exactly what I was afraid of.
Yeah, this is horrible. It's even worse than I thought. The Warmogs, even more useless. I guess I don't really need to play another game. I think this is trash. But we'll see. Again, I said at the start of the game, regeneration has never been a problem with Soraka. The problem with Soraka is getting 100 to 0'd. Having 800 health means literally nothing if you have no armor or magic resistance. It literally means nothing. If you don't believe me, you can try it out. See how much you survive with Shorellas and see how much you survive with Warmogs. Because the difference between the Shorellas and Warmogs build, so I go Shorellas Redemption or whatever flex items. So, you know, Shorellas and Moonstone give 200 HP. So the difference between Warmogs versus Redemption, whereas Redemption gives you 200 health, so Warmogs only gives you 600 extra, and Redemption also has a heal. So let's just say maybe like 200 healing or 250. So Warmogs in a fight actually only gives you an extra 400 health. In what world does 400 health help you from getting 100 to 0? It doesn't help you at all. But I know people are like, oh, but like out of combat you can heal. But there is no such thing as out of combat if you're dead. Like, how do you get out of combat if like a Z jumps you and 100 to 0's you? You're not gonna run away and live. What? I kinda want this Ezreal to fight. No! Like so. In what world does 450 health help you? I probably could have healed. Yeah, I could have healed so I didn't get auto-attacked by the Nautilus. So yeah, I could have healed for the movement speed and walked away from the Alistar, the Nautilus, but it doesn't help you. This health doesn't help you. If I had Shorellas, I would have just outran them and I wouldn't have died. So the Shorellas saves you damage. Like, the best way to not die is just like not take damage in the first place, right? Like dodging one hook or dodging one ability or whatever lets me save damage, right? Oh, I'm kinda loving this. Yes, I want this game to go on further. They're really fighting. The girls are fighting. They're really fighting.
I must bring the world to balance.
I'm loving this. So preventing damage versus healing, yeah, like once you get into like more harder games, like higher rank games, one mistake can cost you. Getting hooked, getting crowd control can cost you. Having 400 HP will not save you from a Nautilus hook or whatever. Whereas just literally not getting hooked in the first place because you have the movement speed will save you. Come on team, let's go Baron. No, this is not a rank game, this is normal games. I wouldn't be playing this build in rank game because I knew it was bad. I knew it was horrible. That's why I'm playing in normals. Again, I have to keep reiterating this because it's very, very important. Do not just listen to me and watch this video, like if it's on YouTube or streaming. Don't just watch my video and just like, oh, Luminum said it's bad, so I'm not gonna go out. Like, try it out for yourself. It's so much more valuable for you to actually try it out for yourself and get a feel for it than just like listening to me.
Hi bestie, how are you doing today?
Oh wow, that kill like lasted like 10 freaking years. Oh my god, I'm running out of mana. I'm full HP because of my Warmog, but I'm running out of mana. I don't have the mana to spam my W's as much. You're gonna be okay. And I don't really even feel like the healing is like that exceptional. Like, by the time you get Warmogs, like, it's like level 13 or whatever. So you would have max Q and max W by the time your Warmogs actually start to kick in. And then you can heal your team just fine. Right? You can heal your team just fine. You don't need to rely on like spam W's. So what does Warmogs really offer you? Other than like some extra health and some regeneration for your health, but because you're at this stage at level 13, if you land your Qs, you would get your health back. And also when you land your Qs, your W doesn't cost any HP, right? The health cost will be reduced by 100%. It literally says. So my W doesn't cost me HP, so there's nothing to regenerate. Like, there's literally nothing to regenerate because I don't take damage. Thank you, Wei. Thank you, Wei, for the sister sub. Gifted sub. I have not seen the comments thing yet. Get him! Fuck him up! Just kidding. I got really cocky. I know that was trolling, that was totally troll. I already know the game is over. And I already know we've won, so I just wanted to have some fun. Definitely don't do that in a ranked game. Do not do that in a ranked game unless you're really confident. What was bad item in general? I'm just trying to think of who... Like, Warmogs at the end of the day, it's just health and regeneration that scale. And the people that only scale with it is top lane, because they have money to buy other items.
It's what she deserves.
Oh my. Alright.
Oh, thanks. Also, that Warmogs didn't help me literally at all with that kill. That kill melted through my Warmogs. It didn't do shit for me. I guess we could go the new ward zone item. I actually don't even know how what do I do? Support quest item. Oh, that's because I don't have enough money. I was like, why can't I buy it? Because I don't have money.
I forge my own path.
Yeah, they changed ward zone. They changed mid zone, ward zone, and Warmogs. Lots of stones. They're changing lots of stones.
The beginning of our
It's on the new patch is on OC, so I don't think any people have it. What do you think of ward zone changes? Really good for like late game. It's because it's very cheap and efficient. And when I say late game, I only mean late game, because it's scaling. 12%. Percentages are always scaling. I feel like this game should have ended, but... I don't know if my team is purposely trying to keep this game prolonged, or if they're like not good enough to know how to end. Because part of me is like, I want to keep this going. I actually kind of want to lose, also because... Girl, imagine the Kel talking shit and like my team getting angry when they lose. Cause I hate it when people get cocky and talk shit. Like, so I hate my team. My team is cocky and talking shit. So I kind of want them to lose. So, but I don't know if they're like I actually don't know if they're prolonging this game because they're not good enough to group up and end, or if they genuinely don't know what's up. Yeah. Oh, I have a box here. Oh! That Warmogs did not save me.
Enemy double kill.
Girl, this build is so trash. Yeah, this Kale can scale and kill him more. I'm kind of wanting to see. Come on, Kale, I believe in you. I believe in you, Kale. Like, my team is talking a lot of shit, but like, honestly, they're not that great. Come on, have a bit for my YesStyle. If they get Baron, I can get this. YesStyle. We don't actually have good lockdown for this kill. I just realized we have like one. Actually, no, we do. We have some good CC.
A new day, a new night. The gods have fought for so long. Most have forgotten their true purpose.
Yay! I have 3k HP on Soraka, but I have no magic resistance and armor, which means I can melt through my HP still. Okay, let's go bottom. Maybe we can end this game. It's going a bit too long.
Sunrise or sunset?
Watch him die.
Sometimes it's hard to tell.
If we die, we will lose. And honestly, I'm here for it. I don't mind if we lose.
The whole center.
Maybe I should just run it down. Run it down and enter. I won't do that. The Shaker's getting angry. It is taking them so long. Come. I'll stand back here. I don't want to get hit by... Yeah, I'm just gonna stand back here. I'm not gonna get hit by nothing. Y'all can die. Oh wow, this kill can actually kill us all. The Silas is not respecting her at all. Hello? I'm not ulting for that. Come on, Kale, kill us. Come on, Kale. You got this, Kale. I believe in you, Kale. Okay, never mind. The Nautilus through. Nautilus through, died. GG. Wait. She kill us all! Yes, kill us, kill us, kill us! End the game! Either end the game or kill them. Oh yes, Kale! It's GG, but... Very close. That Kale did a valiant effort. Very valiant effort. My team was very bad at the end. I think they just got lucky in lane. Like, I don't know. They're getting so cocky because they snowballed and got really rich, but girl, my team played bad. Yeah, the kill did a really good job at the end. Probably could have been a bit more cleaner, but we'll have to see. Okay, so thoughts on Warmogs. You already seen in the video. It's garbage. It's trash. The regeneration means nothing because that's never been Soraka's problem. And even if it were Soraka's problem, you don't have any mana regen to heal, so what's the point? It doesn't help you with all-in, you still get 100 to 0. There's no point of having health if you don't have armor or magic resistance, which you cannot afford anyways if you want to spend 3k on Warmogs. Having movement speed and dodging abilities and avoiding the damage in the first place will help you so much more than trying to build all this HP and tanking it. There's only so much tanking you can have with support income. Support does not have the money like other roles, so you can't afford all these items. So with me maxing W, which is not a Warmogs thing, you guys saw that me maxing W, I couldn't bully the lane as hard as I wanted to, because that Alistar and Kai'Sa I could have bullied, and I should have bullied so much more harder. When the Nautilus came to gank me, I couldn't help myself. The Ezreal ditched me in some of the ganks, and so I was like getting shat on by Nautilus and Alistar. If I had max Q, I'd be able to heal more, have more movement speed, and you know, just be able to slow them more because of like the cooldown reduction and all. But no, I maxed W, and maxing W means nothing if your team ditches you or whatever. It makes you quite reliant on your AD carry to do the work, whereas if you max Q, you can do the work yourself, which you should. Just because you're playing Enchantress does not mean you stand at the back doing nothing. That's actually how you start being useless and you don't deserve to win, to be quite honest, if that's how you play. What else? It's too long to build Warmogs, and even if you do build Warmogs, you would need more money to get 1,100 bonus health. I thought it was 1,100, like that's all you needed, but that's what you need, bonus health. So by then, like, it's too late for you to get all this Warmog stuff and for you to find value in it, because at that point you would have like max Q, max W, and when you have max Q and max W, you don't actually waste a lot of health. You don't waste a lot of health healing someone, so that means if you're not taking a lot of damage, then what value does the regeneration have? There's nothing to regenerate because you're not actually taking any damage with your max Q and max W. I think that's it. I think that's all there was to it. So Warmog is trash, but try it out for yourself. I keep saying it, try it out for yourself. Don't just rely on this video or my game. Literally try it out yourself.